All right, let's do this. Let's see. We got audio appears to be working. We got some. Okay, cool. Today I'm gonna look at plot some levels, look at some charts, and yeah, let's see what happens. On my schedule it says gotta do back testing, but there's been so many trading sessions recently. I think I would get too. It would be too much. So we need to clean up the things here. So go away. Okay. Oh, does this work? Apparently not. All right, we're gonna go here. Start here. We're going weekly. Let's check it out. All right, get Aussie, get weekly. Still same. Yeah, I want this to go up. Got some maybe some problem here. Got the previous high, the low gap. Currently not much happening, but yeah, we'll keep these levels for now. And yeah, no power up because yeah, we're rejecting highs on euro. Yeah, we ate up this. There's nothing. Actually, it's very, no power up. It may very well fall for euro. Okay, so if euro is going to go down, I expect the yen to go up. Let's see if that is correct later on. All right, we got the cable. Kind of similar story. It's up here at, or was at 138.0, problem almost. And there's no power, all gaps used. So I'm expecting this to fall down. What are these? Swing longs? I don't know about that. Continue short, yeah. Right. And CAD. Yeah, CAD looks good for short actually, but recently have some problems here. So I think I was 15 long. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, I think maybe we go up, we take out this level, and then fall down. Possible. We'll see. What's going on here? M15. We don't need that here. So now I'm at the yen, and so if euro is going to go down, yen should be pointing up, and that's the question. So yen has been showing strength up, but recently absorbing it. So we need more. We need more to see what's up with that. Like nothing really obvious here. Okay, I guess we're in like a waiting week, another week with a what's gonna happen? I guess at least on weekly chart. Maybe on daily it will look different, but levels look fine for now. Let's go a bit further, and we can do like this, and the level can be here. Cool. And yeah. So. NCD longs on NCD, yeah, that would be something. I got some week one gap longs. So because we made a new gap up, I think I'm gonna take that notification and actually gonna make another one here. Week one gap longs. We're just gonna that's enough. I'm just gonna keep that there, or actually, you know what? Because it's a weekly chart, I'm just gonna adjust the time to make it stay there a while. Yeah, so if you're watching this, you can see that I want USD NZD to go up. Actually, this is silly. Strength for the dollar. Well, that would align with the euro as well, right? Because I said euro is going down. Very interesting. So we have this recent level here. We created, I think I'm gonna have to have this on the chart for now. For some intraday action, maybe on a daily, on hourly something, I'm gonna try to target this. We'll see, because we're quite close, and there's a gap, so we should go down. We see. Yeah. What else do we have? Gap, day. Yeah, can be. Can do it like this. And back to Aussie. Yeah, let's go on daily chart. Do we need that? Yeah, we can do daily. Okay, let's see daily chart. We got Aussie dollar daily. Interesting. Sort of creating some power up. What's this? I'm gonna mark out the hourly gap here. No. Yeah. And let's see. So it's a daily chart. We're fairly close. I'm just gonna let this. I will give this 2 weeks. Actually, yeah, like this. Let's see if we hit that. A bit more. And we got the weekly gap down there. I don't think this has turned yet down, but yeah. Actually, no, that's incorrect. So this is pointing up. Yeah. We are simply creating more power here, so maybe down and then, yeah. Okay, euro daily. Yeah, we went down, we couldn't close lower, so want to try going up, and we got a weekly level up there. Stands the reason for me. We should go up, but we did not like this, so there's nothing really here. I mean, this is a weak level. But it's not a time thing, but it's not strong, so we used everything. Didn't want to go there. So feel like across the board a lot of the currencies are waiting for something. Yeah, I think we can go like this. It would be interesting though if we go below this. So I'll set a notification there. One day. Let's go one direction. We will take. I'll let this one go a week. If we go below there soon, then I will know something's up. Not super important, so just gonna let it live for a week. Let's see what's up. We got the cable. Yeah. And also, we didn't close below. Could not. There's something there. Maybe we can collect power here and go down. Who knows? Looks to me, this, let's see, down, up. So this should be pointing up. There's currently no power here. Was recently absorbed. I think I was long when this happened, and that's about it. Maybe actually we can see. So yeah, from the daily. Let's go on. No. Right. Okay. On the second. All right. That's my line, right? Nope. That's my line. Okay. So we hit this level here, and yeah, absolutely, I was long from here. So the thing is with this, we didn't get a proper signal on 30 here, or maybe on 2 hour, not really, 1 hour, not really, I mean, we can try to search for it, it's not there. So direction may be there, signal was not. But I recently this week I put on a long trade after I saw this double move up, because I thought, you know, price is retracing up, we're gonna try to go for this, and if buyer's chart shows strength, goes above a level, I'll just simply cap it and let it go. So currently I have a cable position long from 1 hour plus 5 minutes, and it's currently locked, and we'll see what happens with that thing. But I'm targeting this, I think, yeah. Because when we went down, we went back up, we created this on the retrace here. I found a reason to enter, and you see at 1100, boom, we hit here, and probably somewhere here I am going long, because we closed beyond this, and there's a spike here, so most likely I'm long from here somewhere, and yeah. Okay, back to the daily chart. Maybe we will go there, who knows. I don't need to, I'm not going to wait, and I don't need to wait for that. It's fine. Okay. Cool. CAD. I wanted to go get along here. I didn't get it. Yeah. I did get very fast long position from this gap though. I wanted to get to the weekly, but I locked this thing, and I think yes, not yesterday, but previous trading day, we were expecting some news, and with the status on I think it was FOMC, right? It said tentative, and I didn't really know the time, and I got two alerts at the same time on two different dollar related currencies, and I pull up the chart and I see markets really starting to move, and I thought, you know, market news are out, so at least like half of my positions I locked them, because hey, if we're gonna get some radical news, I don't want to be standing in the way of that. And I think that well, some of my positions, they just went for straight for TP, but I think this one I had, yeah, went into nothing, I think. Anyway, so still got this, I still got notification here, gap for longs, and we're gonna, yeah, it has passed, I know. We're gonna, this just 1 week, that's all, because if we go there we probably change direction, so I can't save it. Okay, let's remove it then. Can we do this? Let's see. Yeah, I had to restart some things, but yeah, okay, so it's gone now, and I couldn't do that, but let's just, I want to see actually, because with the recent leg with no power here, we're gonna do notification, and I think we're gonna change direction there shortly. So we're gonna do 1 day, right, we're gonna do it like this, and I'm just gonna have this, I'm just gonna go just below here, because like here we had power and we created higher level, and later some retracement to the gap, and sure, price closed higher, but there's no gap, so there's no power, right? And yeah, then I don't want to play around. Look at some cool, interesting news here. Yeah. So yeah, I think if we move up and there's no gap, it's one of the signs that, you know, price doesn't want to continue going up. And yeah, honestly, if we close down here, if we close into this, probably going to create a gap down, and yeah, may get a reason to go short and tag this. We will see. We'll see. Yeah, that's good enough. And the yen, go a bit further out. I still think this is the, yeah. Oh, actually we hit this now, so now it's, I think now we're flat, so we're changing here. It's still interesting, but with the power here, so I think that's it for the daily, and we are, yeah, we have this thing, a gap for lows, what we have here, weekly, yes, okay, cool. Alright, right, that's it for the levels, I think. I'm gonna show something. Let's go on yen. Yeah, this is clean, cool, we got nothing, clean chart, awesome. So the thing is, like, if we go on 15, like I said, if we just go on a chart, and if we look, right, so look at this here, Wednesday, right? Price comes down. Okay, we have gap here. Price comes back into gap. Price goes down. Price fails to close lower than this. Doesn't close lower than this. Absolutely doesn't close lower than this either, right? Does then close higher, and so this is a low, but this retrace is internal double low with the confirmation here above this level, right? So we go higher, we wait a bit, we go higher, small gap, small gaps, gaps filled, we go higher with some gaps, we wait, we go up again, and etc. We go higher with some gaps, we go up with some gaps, just follow the logic here. We go up, still some gaps, we go up, some gaps, we fill it, we don't go higher, we go down. So my point is, I wanted to find a place where there's no gaps in a move and it fails. It happens a lot, but okay, so currently for this, maybe it was a bad example, but like, you see this really big move here, down? It ended up changing to the other side, right? So look at the way the bars are formed. So here the move up, we have, it's a gap, right? There's a lot of power in this move. It's one-sided, right? And so price falls down, boom, boom, boom. During Asia, price falls down, but look, there's like the smallest gap ever here, maybe here, and then there's nothing. All this move with nothing, and that means to me, it says to me that we don't really have any power going down. And if we don't have any power, then I don't want to be there. Why should I try to follow that move? So it's in my rules. It's been for a long time. We gotta follow the power, right? We gotta follow the slower chart bias. We gotta follow the fast chart direction. We gotta follow where the energy is going, right? Otherwise, yeah, no. So since there's no power down, I'm suspicious. And later, so with this high here, so later when price closes above this, I would say this failed. So now we can use this as a level to understand that we failed here. Okay, it becomes the low of this day. It's a Friday, right? And later price just, okay, we close even higher, boom, and we collect some more energy here, just with this low in mind, right? And later, boom. Yeah, so it's interesting how these things go. And also consider, like, I was collecting some data like a month ago now. Some of the instruments, specifically FX, right? This instrument it's good because for me it will move during this London small window here. It will move during Asia, as we see. It will also react during US, so it's quite flat. It's quite useful in this regard. But for example, if we compare to Aussie dollar, still follows the same rules, I say, but it will make moves that function or work for me with following the power. It will make moves during its own session and not really that much during London, for example. Sure, it may react to the dollar, but London is kind of, well, doesn't really work, and I don't like it personally for me because I don't trade Asia. Period. Full stop. That's it. And I have found a lot of data saying that the Aussie dollar, for example, works great during Asia. So, I mean, it's difficult to show right here, right? Because this is so flat. But if I go on Aussie dollar, we have one. We gotta use another instrument because no drawings. And so I want to highlight here the boxes, right? These are my interesting sessions for trading. They may not align with whoever's watching this to your own idea of what's interesting when you take trades, but so for me, this is when I would place trades. So we have London, small window at this point in time, close to the 11, 9 to 11, and we have the US 1530. So this is CFD aligned now, right? I can change it to we can change it to FX times just to show. So FX starts at 2 and goes to 80 for me. So notice that the move in Asia is biggest one here, right? Again, move in Asia is, I would say, could be said to be biggest, right? Here, it's quite big, not the biggest. It's similar to the US session. And look how small London is. Here, it's not really that big, right? Is it? This is the smallest one. Same, really big. Right. So the instruments behave a little bit differently. They have their own character, and I think that it's due to, well, it's Aussie dollar. It's not Euro dollar, right? And something to consider. I mean, if I find a trade on like a, what was a good combination I found recently. I was like a daily chart for bias and like a 2-hour chart for entries. Probably is fine to trade, but something a lot faster, like 15 minutes plus 1 minute. I would stay away from, for this instrument, I would stay away from Euro session, which makes this instrument not that interesting to me because guess what, I'm in the Eurozone. So, yeah, and there's also like some other, like dollar CAD also has its own character, and so because of all these different types of attributes, there are some instruments that are interesting, and so for me, the yen, the cable like this, interesting, right? The euro, interesting, and yeah, these three as a staple for a long time trading them, right? And I still keep the CAD and the NZD, but it happens most of the time that they are out of their time zone if I put trades on, and if I do use them, it's often like long swings. Like last week I was looking at some numbers. I was testing something, and there was a swing, I think, on the yen, and I was looking at 1 week as a bias chart, and I wanted to see if I could find trades to show up on H4. So 1 week plus H4. I mean, I can make this process into 3 steps as well, or 4 steps as well. But like, so this, I had this idea about that, right? And I mean, so here, this is interesting, right? There's probably something here. Let's see if we can find it, right? So let's just see if this chart has any lines. 0 drawings, good. Right, so we got the week high here, weekly level, and I think this is the low, and I think also this changed sides, this changed the power dynamic to down, right? And so price is going up, and because actually it changed direction up as well. Oh, it's a bad example. I suppose there's a retrace in here we can use as an example. Let's see if we find that. Right. So. Okay. So there's a gap in here, right? Okay. So price fell down, came down even further now and closed higher, so we changed direction to up, right? And so we have this level here. This is a weak level. And we came up to this, we came all the way here, and really we came here, boom, 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 boom. So we're standing on this and there's a gap, so we closed through the gap, but so as per the rules we can sweep the low to still go higher. And this happened here. So we have the low here, right? And now we can look at this candle to see if we find any longs. And I want to try to target this here. And let's just go, yeah, we will say it's a week. At this point in time, it's a weekly level, right? All right, let's see. So we have here December 2. Okay, December number 2. Let's see when we go there. We can, let's just do some replay. Start a new one. We just, right. We are here and we go here and see. Okay, and we go 4 hour. So this is my line and this is what I want to target. So looking at this chart, these lines are quite annoying actually. Let's see if they are. Other period change. Can we? It can't be that. Can it be that? No, it's not. Let's change. Is it canvas? Is it symbol? No. No. Interesting. Okay, I'll find it later. Anyway, so we hit this level, right? And so, like I said, price closed the way through the gap, so gap should be done for, but there's still one try more. And that's the sweep of the low, and that's this level here, right? And so we come here, boom, we close through it, but this is where we had power. Now look, I know it's a 4 hour chart, not very difficult to follow, but it will take some time, right? Now, so we have this 4 hour level here. Where are we here? and we have this low, right? Okay. So where are we? For level, we close higher, we have some gaps, we got this one. So model A would want me to enter at the minimum here. Model B would want me to enter straight on this close right here. We will go with the less good example, just to not show something super fancy, right? So I'm just gonna put it here. This is I'm being very modest now. Okay, I would enter here on a market. This order represents that. This is the low, and I need to protect it like this, or actually it's a weak, so probably like this, because bars, right, it's kind of thick, but it's H4 now, and I want to target, like I said, the weekly level. So it's this target. So there's the trade, and it takes a while to get there. We start at December 4 and it's done. Takes like 2 weeks, something like that, to hit. Nothing bad about that. Takes a while though, right? But yeah. To be honest, if we have that price action, we can also, let's say we have this position, right? Just gonna go here. Just gonna go like smaller for now. If we are along here now with this structure, it means that we can add more, right? So with the time this closing here, we again display more power. So there's another reason to go long here, right? With this low created this higher, so you can protect this. Now at this point in time, there's no gap to encompass, which is also part of my rules, right? So we only have this low, and here I don't know if there is, but I think there is not. So I'm just gonna cover the low. We have some gaps here, and some people will go like this, right? I don't subscribe to that, but we can, but we're not gonna do that. So it's fine. And same targets, right? Just gonna show you something. Same targets. And later, so make it small. Price goes higher. There's a gap. Boom, we can enter on this pin. I can have here a model A entry, but we're only going to show model B because the stats are worse, but it will not show anything spectacular. So model B entry here even higher, right? Again, at this point there's some gaps here, and I would probably go like this, right? Because there's the gap. And again, target this at the high. At this point in time, there's 3 positions as per my rules. I mean, this doesn't happen quite that often, but I have an old rule with my trading system that says if I have 3 positions on, I need to lock both of these 2. At the minimum, I'll need to lock 1. I shouldn't be putting that too much risk on the table, basically, is what the rule is about, right? But anyway, so here's the trades, and yet again we close higher with some strength. So there's another trade, and there's no gap, we cover here, and yeah, that's pretty much enough. You get the idea. So here's this, here's this, here's this. So we got 2 plus 2.6 plus 2 plus 2. So that's 8.5 R during that time frame possible. Now that's 8 R during 2 weeks. It's not so bad now, is it? Okay, now we're gonna change all the entries to model A, which is my better model, way stronger, right? So here we close higher. This is like the swing, and this is the gap. So at the minimum, we're gonna have the entry here, and we're gonna cover this, and I'm gonna be like this, and I'm gonna target the high. Look at the R, 3.4, 5, right? Maybe. In all honesty, I would probably put the entry in the thick of this, right? But for now, here. So we're gonna just make it look green because I like the colors. And so here we close higher. We have the gap here, and this one minimum here, and we have the stick here. Probably I'll put it there. This one, no fill. Fine, no problem. It can stay like this. Here, close higher, gap here. This is the level, so boom below here. Minimum like this. 3.4, and again here, boom. Higher, some gap. Let's zoom in to see what I'm talking about. We close higher, and so absolutely no fill that one either. So with the model A, as we see, the R is better. Two of the trades are not hit, and it's perfectly fine because over time this is a stronger model, right? We got here 3.4, we got here 3.5, so that's a 7R. 7R created with 2 trades instead of 8.5 created with 4 trades. Which system is better? Mathematics. It's a simple language to understand. Okay. So that's that one, and let's remove all this. We can go back to weekly. Yeah, and we are at this point in time here, and I wanted to find a reason to short here, right? But currently, like, the power is up, so this bias chart is up. Maybe if I want to find something, we can probably find it, right? Oh, it's a bit slow actually. Right, so now it's turned gray. That means we touched it, and so the interaction here has changed. I don't need to zoom into another chart. I can tell the interaction has changed here because we have the white bar here, we have a black one, doesn't go higher, we have another white one, it changes color, we go above, and then we close below all of them. I know this is an internal switch on another time frame, right? Even though I know many people don't watch the 50 minutes into these videos, maybe you should. I'm just saying. So we're gonna find the internal switch here. Not that it's a signal, but perhaps there's something within that we can use. So you see, this is the high. We go here, and most definitely we go above here. So January 6th, we go above, and we close below. So on a weekly, we close below, right? Let's go on 4 hour. It's next step down. Right, this is the high, we close above, and here, see, we close below. And as I said, the action has absolutely changed power to the downside, right? We had this move down. This is the double bottom level. We close higher from this. We close at the same level, so this is the strong level. We close here, not higher, but, or actually, yes, a little bit higher. So strong level was here, strong level was here, because we close higher here. And this, and we close lower here than this. So now power is down, we retrace up, and we see gaps created, confirming the idea, right? These are not used, but here, if I was using 4 hours as a bias, here there's a trade, and we can find that trade as well. Let's find the trade, right? So here's the gap, boom. Give me a sec. Right. So now, per the rules, gap has to be covered by the stop when entering. So 4 hour is now bias. For this example, I'm gonna find a trade because I see here the black candle, boom. Here on 16th, we go into the gap. It's time to find a trade. Okay. This is the target, this low here at 16, right? I'm just gonna, we can clearly see it's hit, but I'm gonna show the trade that hits it, right? This is the gap high. So we have 3 levels: gap high, the pierce through level, and here the low. So we go to 15 because it's paired with the 4 hour. Here I see another indicator showing me the gaps on the chart, right? But we don't need that because it's simply there. Okay, the lines maybe didn't follow. Let's go back. Ah, yes, I know, I pressed the buttons. Let's go. see. Okay, right. Yeah, sometimes I have the habit of pushing the space bar when I shouldn't do that. So again, the 3 lines, this is the target, this is the piercing level, this is the stop of the high, because we encompass the gap on the bias chart, right? From the point of this chart, it looks like we want to cover this high here, but we don't need to, because see the 4 hour there? I'll zoom in to make it more visible. This square box is the 4 hour gap, and my level aligns with the top of it, right? So we cover the high. And what do we want or need on the 15? I want and I need a reason to short. This pair, again, not getting into specifics on this particular pair, I'm just showing the price action, right? From here, the last power up, boom, boom, boom. Here we close lower, we reject, we close lower, we're out of session, but here we scrape the high, we go down, we get up, gap, last push, right? Last block high, boom, switch down, boom. Entry could be here, entry could be here on a retrace, and target is here. So again, entry could be on a retrace at the minimum here, with the cover the high, with the stop target the low, like this. Or this would be model A version, or model B would be something like this, which is horrible at this case. But so with this horrible model B version, I would most likely go and think that, well, this was the strong push up last block, so perhaps I'm covering this like this, but I'm just guessing at this point. That's that example. Right, I think I've been talking for too much time, and yeah. Sometimes I find trades on the charts when I do these so-called backtest, and sometimes I simply talk and I find ideas. Right, like this. Notice that one thing I did set my different indicators to, like for example here, it's this gap indicator, which is turns gray when used, is red when not used, and like on 15 it simply is another indicator showing me gaps. Here showing me 1 hour gap, it's another one, and I see the days of the week. I simply find it, I like the aesthetics. And hey, if you like apples, if you like oranges, or whatever fruits you're into, man, I don't care about that stuff, right? I like the way this looks, so that's it, no problems there, right? And it's also funny, like I'm looking at 4 hour, like if we have power here, if we take this, did I talk about this trade on stream? No. But like if we absorb this power and we close higher, lower like this, I would think we're gonna hit this here. Maybe I would leave a runner, who knows, right? Well, let's see if it goes there. See, absolutely failed, because I just said that. And yeah, maybe it goes there later, who knows. I guess not. So, well, there you go. I think that's enough for now. Yeah, like I usually say, if you like the video, and post your comments, post your questions. That's it. That's all I got. I'll see you in the markets.